As we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180. Okay, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check three.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 65, 65.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the left side. It's Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180. Check 53. Heavy, heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Check, 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 check.
Now a give right side, Coleman. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 53. I hope you brought your luck because I'm about to take you to school. Lock, lock, lock. 11.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 36 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
57's Mike. That's it. Watch the
On play action, Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Play action. Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 36 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now this throw caught left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
The score, Niners 14, Redskins 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with a completion left side. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They go play action now. Haskins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he's going to go down again. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here on 2nd down now. It's Coleman. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 52 yards on the ground. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
Haskins now off the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie. And, you know, sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
21. 53, Mike. I'll get him.
On third down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. That's good for 28 yards. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. As the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go,
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Redskins 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Push him back. Go. Push him back.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They will run again with Coleman. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go. Mike. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 12. Hatchet. Check safety. 12.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, over.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Lock! 11.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Coleman now. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
11. White. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, come on.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready. This is Pittsburgh. Here we go. Tight end left. We got 3. We got 3. 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Josh Doxson's got it complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Haskins. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with some.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now is Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.